And what's your name, please?
Nicholas Cook.
Nicholas Cook.
So I'm here to support my Representative Cale Keeble and the new bill. Two things I want to address real quick that was mentioned before. The NIMBY issue. This is not a NIMBY issue, as Representative Cale Keeble stated in his letter to the governor. Barville has done its part with Ocean State Power, which is actually the largest power plant in the state of Rhode Island. So this isn't really a not in my backyard issue. Barville's done their part, and it's time for another town to do their part. Also, the need for the power. So the New England ISO is split into 6 or 7 different zones. We're in the southeastern New England zone. Basically, I feel like Invenergy created the need for the power. There's not really a need in the ISO. I was talking to John Island of Invenergy about the auction, how only half of the power was sold. Basically, they put $1,000 into the auction at X amount of money. It wasn't bought. They put 1,000 megawatts into the auction at a lower cost, and it wasn't bought. So they cut half the power out, 500 megawatts. That wasn't bought. So they put it in a fourth time and at low enough that they're still going to make a profit off of this, but it was low enough that they were actually able to get the power plant, or that much power produced. So those are the two things I wanted to address. But I find that is important that this legislation to apply to energy generating facilities, because they are not like any other construction projects. They cause extreme pollution for miles away, and that is why they have to apply for a mass air pollution permit. We're not asking for this to apply to any other commercial industrial projects that do not fall under the EFSB jurisdiction. As far as tax, I feel it would be best for the town to have a vote. The reason I say that is because at a town council meeting back in March, we had to ask the town council and the solicitor 5 or 6 times before they finally said, yes, we are negotiating a tax treaty. So with that, we can't be sure that they have our best interest if it took us 6 times to ask them the same exact question before they give us an answer. So as far as the tax treaty, if they're negotiating what could be made up for loss of property values, how do we know exactly how far out? They don't define what an abutter is. I know people who live on a lake, they're going to see the 2 smokestacks, and not many people are going to want to be out on a lake to watch a sunset when you have 2 big smokestacks with bright flashing lights on them. It's not the best sight. So with that being said, I support the bill, and thank you. I hope you do too.
Thank you. Any questions for Nick? Thanks, Nick.